The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Right on the money. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. With the catch, it's Bowman. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. On the ground, it's Jordan. There's a crease. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Mayava. Unloads it left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, USC! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Sellers through the noise. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Working the middle of the field, he knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Tosses it incomplete. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Makes the catch and he's free. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Throwing Sellers. Under fire. Going deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it down the field. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Barber. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Jordan. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. I'll send the tight end in motion. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Here's Sellers to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear. in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Sellers from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Excellent coverage that time, didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The RPO, it's complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Might be calling a hot route. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
To the air, it's Mayava. Looking to the big tight end. Got a wide open receiver. Breaks into the open on the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking downfield on first down. Complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the tight end. He's got it on the right. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking for space, it's Jordan. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Takes the easy one to the back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quick release on the RPO. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sellers. A strike downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Inside the touchdown Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Mosley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got the quick completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
One for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick completion on the out route. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the 1st down at the 41. The Trojans decide to use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Mayava. Firing deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Utah, taking on the number 20 team, the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's the Utes, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the...
Breaks into the open. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Throwing, Sellers. Fires left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On the run, it's McAllister. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Now here's Sellers. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mosley. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And the Trojans will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. Run in the red zone, it's McAllister. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Here's Sellers to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some 1st downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Sellers through the noise. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mosley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The run inside. It's Jordan. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Gonna take a shot. Makes a deep grab. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
The Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Might be changing the route. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. On the ground, it's Jordan. Finding some room. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs. And if I get a few 1st downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Sellers throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
Punt is in the air. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Punts it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on 4th down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter 4th down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosive play.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Trojans use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Sellers. Looking down the middle. Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run play action, showing the arm strength down the left side. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout called on defense. 2:05 remaining on the clock, so they're hoping to save a few seconds once we get to the 2-minute mark. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Going over the top. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Big opportunity for this defense to get a stop and maybe get the ball back on 3rd and 10. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
The kick is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. He wants a big play here late. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Oh, he's got a chance. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Sellers throws to the wideout. Makes a grab. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I guess an optimist could say it's still first and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Throwing, Sellers. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Barber. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On the move, it's Jordan. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.